Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday. I was about to say Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. It's Monday. So I promised everybody yesterday that we were going to talk about the Pebble smartwatch, but I never did it. So we're gonna push it to today, I guess, because obviously I didn't shoot it yesterday, and it's after midnight. Okay. So I'm not gonna cover every little detail of this thing, because it's been covered a million times over in reviews. I'm just going to cover a few things that other people haven't pointed out. First off, if you don't know or can't see, I'm using an iPhone for this actually, because that was one of my biggest concerns: is how well will this work with iPhone? And my fears of it not working were completely unfounded. It works absolutely perfectly. Every app that has notifications will send its notifications to the watch. So if I use iMessage, it's perfectly fine, even though that's built in. And then if I switch over to Kik or any other messaging client, Facebook Messenger, whatever you want to use, it all pops up right there. And if you want to know how that looks, this is what a sample message would look like. It does vibrate, which is a nice thing, because I always found myself missing notifications. So that's useful, because you almost never miss anything. It does phone call support as well, and that's what that would look like. There would be an answer button up, and if you press this button right over here, and you'd actually be able to answer your call. Oops, I actually need to end this. You'd be able to answer your call from the thing, and it would turn on. It does have a backlight, as I just turned on. So one thing as well is battery life, because I was kind of skeptical when I When I saw that it said it was advertised for a week, I was kind of skeptical with the Apple Watch and other competitors hitting 18 hours to get a week out of this thing, really? But what came about surprised me even more is that I got better than advertised battery life. I got 8 days and 3 hours out of it, and it's advertised 5 to 7, which is absolutely amazing. So, as you can see, it's at 90% again. There's a whole bunch of different watch faces, by the way, and it's going to have trouble focusing in on it. But yeah, I'm at 90% on this right now. I have a couple of different watch faces installed. You can change them at will. By the way, for my tests, I've been using watch faces to update once a minute instead of once a second, because you can put the second hand on your watch face like this, but it's going to update the watch much more frequently and use more power. Because if you're not familiar with the way these e-ink screens work, it's that it actually only, thank you, spam email, it actually only uses power to update the screen. So if I put on a watch face that only updates once a minute, it only has to draw power once a minute to change the screen, instead of 60 times a minute to update the second hand. So that's what I've been using for this, and I can say it runs pretty well. I haven't noticed really. It syncs with your phone time, obviously, so you can see my 2 emails there. It's on time. If any of these were to switch, I don't even know when they switched. In a reasonable amount of time, we'll try to show it. Yep, so it's pretty much on time with cell phone. It's got like a second of delay, and if that second's going to bother you, well then, you might want to skip it. But it's fine. I don't have any games or anything on here. It's kind of senseless to me to put games on a watch when I could play games on my phone. But one thing as well is that I found myself doing is I actually have my phone on Do Not Disturb now pretty much all the time. I really don't see too much of a need to have it on when I feel everything on my wrist much more often than I feel it in my pocket. And that also does one thing too, is it saves battery on my phone. So despite needing the connection to Bluetooth, which uses the Bluetooth for low power, whatever it's called, and it barely uses up any power, because even though I have the Bluetooth connection now, I'm not turning on my phone and turning on the brightness or having it vibrate as much, which is a good thing. As you can hear, the watch is going off now because I need to go mute a Kik chat apparently. But one other thing that I was really concerned about is left-handedness, because I wear, as most left-handers do. Hold on, this is going to be tricky here. Give me a second. As most left-handers do, I wear my watch on my right hand, which you know, I mean, you can obviously wear your watch on whichever hand you want, but the general consensus is that you wear it on your opposite of your dominant hand. And as opposed to something like the Apple Watch, which turned me off originally because left-handed mode was kind of slapped on as an afterthought. Which, I mean, you know, if you live in a left-hander's world anywhere, you know that that's pretty typical. But I actually find this to be a very left-hand friendly design, because one thing here is that the way I put it, okay, this is going to get tricky. But the way I do it, this is hard to tell with the camera, but I have it like this. So I have my index finger over here on the brightness, which is not showing because it's too bright in here at the moment, apparently. But then I have my thumb here to rotate between the controls on the thing, and that's really difficult to film. So we'll just leave it there. But trust me when I say it works well on your right hand, and any fellow left-handers out there, you rock, first of all, and feel free, do not have any concern about this being not left-hander friendly, because I'd argue that it's more left-hand friendly than right-hand friendly. So there we go. I'm going to end this off here because I've been rambling for 6.5 minutes. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you're having a good day. Join me back here tomorrow for something that, I don't know, maybe I'll actually do something. Probably not, though. See you guys around.